Two giant stone hands that come out of the mountains and hold up a golden path. Because of this bridge is called Devil's Bridge, because the reflection of this bridge on the water of the river creates a scary shape. The tumultuous history of Istanbul's Golden Horn dates back to the 7th millennium BC. The construction of the chain bridge has an interesting story. The central part of the bridge, which is opened and is the movable pole of the bridge, rises to 86 degrees. Golden Bridge. Two giant stone hands that come out of the mountains and hold up a golden path. The pedestrian crossing is designed in Ho Chi Minh City. The Golden Bridge of Vietnam, which is also known as the Bridge of God's Hands, is one of the wonders of modern architecture in the world. This bridge is located near the coastal city of Da Nang and in the resort of Ba Na Hills. The unique design of the Golden Bridge, which seems to be held by two giant stone hands, has made it one of the prominent tourist attractions in Vietnam. This bridge, which is dedicated to pedestrians, connects the Ba Na Hills cable car station to the surrounding gardens. Beautiful views of Da Nang City and the surrounding nature can be seen from the Golden Bridge. The Golden Bridge, with a length of 150 meters and a height of about 1,414 meters above the sea level, circles around itself and passes through the surrounding beautiful landscapes. The construction and design of the Golden Bridge of Vietnam began in 2017 and was completed in April 2018. This bridge is made of various materials such as fiberglass, stone and wire mesh. Only 2 months after its reopening, the Golden Bridge was included in the Times newspaper's list of 100 amazing destinations in the world. The Golden Bridge of Vietnam is not only an architectural structure, but also contains a deep cultural and spiritual message. This bridge is designed as if two giant stone hands held it in the middle of the valley. These hands are a symbol of divine support and protection that give visitors a sense of security and peace. The design of this bridge shows that walking on the clouds is realized with the support of God's hands, and it shows the love and appreciation of man for God's support. The Hands of God Bridge is one of the most symbolic sights of Vietnam and has been the subject of many photographers in the world. The original name of this bridge is the Golden Bridge of Vietnam, which is also known as the Hands of God Bridge because of the gilded railing. Since the Golden Bridge is an attraction that all Vietnamese tourists are interested in visiting, the Hand of God Bridge is located on Ba Na Hill, and it is one of the main destinations of the Vietnam tour. The Golden Bridge is a harmonious combination of pioneer architecture and nature, and it has attracted the admiration of many experts in the World Architecture Competition. Many important events, especially a fashion show event, have been held in the Golden Bridge. It is also one of the best locations for couples and wedding photography. The Golden Bridge is 150 meters long and 5 meters wide. The unique point of the bridge architecture is the contrast between the delicate curve and the giant hands holding the bridge. And walking on this bridge is like walking on the clouds on the hands of the mountain god. The giant hands, symbolizing the achievements of the mountain god, lead the bridge as a golden silk ribbon towards the high blue sky through the green forests, creating a magical and spiritual scene. Two massive stone arms jutting out of the mountains of central Vietnam may look mossy and cracked like ancient ruins, but they're actually brand new wire mesh and fiberglass supports for a stunning pedestrian bridge, which was opened in June. The structure of the Golden Bridge itself is made of wood with stainless steel railings. The Ho Chi Minh City-based company that led the design of Vietnam's Golden Bridge likened it to the giant hands of the gods on a golden thread. Despite its recent construction in 2018, the Golden Bridge has quickly become one of Vietnam's top tourist attractions due to its amazing artistic value. This bridge is a part of a big project that has been invested in this tourist area, and it was built to connect the cable car station with the gardens on the other side, and it has a very beautiful and dreamy view of the surrounding nature. The Golden Bridge has a circular form and includes a snake above the forest, green hills and mountain promenade. If you go to Da Nang City during your trip to Vietnam, do not miss visiting this exceptional bridge. Comment your opinion about this huge and wonderful bridge. Diavolsky most? The Devil's Bridge is located in the country of Bulgaria and the city of Arduino. The Devil's Bridge, or Diavolsky, Most is one of the sightseeing places of Ardino in Bulgaria and it is a stone bridge over the Arda River. The Devil's Bridge in Bulgaria is an arched stone bridge that consists of 3 spans and is located on the quiet Arda River. The bridge is also called Diavolski, most by the local people of Bulgaria. To visit this bridge, tourists must travel to the city of Ardino, Bulgaria, because the road from Ardino city to Devil's Bridge is a 10-kilometer long dirt road. Another noteworthy and interesting point in this regard is that the mentioned route is a part of the 2,500-kilometer long international walking route known as the Sultan's Route. This route starts from the city of Vienna, and after passing through different countries, it finally ends in Turkey, the city of Istanbul, at the tomb of Sultan Süleyman. But why Devil's Bridge? Because of this bridge is called Devil's Bridge, because the reflection of this bridge on the water of the river creates a scary shape. If you are also interested in strange attractions from all over the world, be sure to visit this amazing bridge. Devil's Bridge, which is also called Şeytan Köprüsü in Turkish, is an arched bridge over the Arda River in a narrow valley. This bridge is located about 10 kilometers from the city of Ardino in the Rhodope Mountains and is part of the ancient road connecting the plains. Thrace is with the northern coast of the Aegean Sea. The stone bridge has 3 openings, the largest opening of which is the middle opening. The total length of this bridge is about 56 meters and its width is 3.5 meters. The Devil's Bridge in Bulgaria was rebuilt between 1515 and 1518 by the Bulgarian architect Dimitir, which was built on the remains of an ancient Roman bridge on the road that connects the Aegean Sea region with the northern Thrace Valley. This bridge is considered the biggest and most famous bridge of its kind. The bridge, which is 56 meters long and has 3 arches. In addition, small holes on the sides of the arches are also designed for reading the water level. The height of the main arch reaches 11.5 meters. The importance of this historical bridge is so great that this bridge was declared as a cultural monument in Bulgaria on February 24, 1984. There are many bridges with the name of Satan throughout Europe, and the naming of these bridges has different reasons. And most of these names are also according to the legends and beliefs of the local people. This also applies to the Devil's Bridge in Bulgaria, since during the day, the image of this bridge falls on the Arda River. It is described as looking like the face of the devil, so this bridge is called the Devil's Bridge. The Devil's Bridge is made of different stones. It is a diagonal and arched bridge whose reflection in the water makes a complete circle. The created view draws many people to this bridge to see this strange and wonderful circle. Due to the fact that the construction of this bridge is very dangerous and difficult, many believe that it cannot be done by humans. Therefore, they believe that the construction of this circular bridge was done by Satan. This stone bridge was built on a bed of rocks on the side of the river, and its surroundings are surrounded by high hills that create a dreamy landscape, especially in the autumn season, with the changing color of the leaves of the trees. Please comment your opinion about this place. Golden Horn. The Golden Horn of Istanbul, a place where history intertwines with natural beauty. This area is not just a tourist attraction, but a place full of historical stories and great battles that took place over it. From the breaking of its famous chains through the centuries to the battles that turned this waterway into a battlefield, the Golden Horn holds secrets that fewer people know about. Join me and let's uncover these hidden wonders together. The Golden Horn in Istanbul, or Altın Boynuz in Turkish, is a horn-shaped inlet or waterway located at the main entrance of the Bosphorus Strait, exactly where the strait flows into the Sea of Marmara. In ancient times, this waterway marked the northern border of Byzantine territory and today encompasses the Fatih district as well as the neighborhoods of Fena and Balat. The Golden Horn divides the European side of Istanbul into 2 parts. The bridges built across the waters of the Golden Horn currently offer the best views of the city to both residents and tourists. The Golden Horn area of Istanbul serves as the main route to access the Bosphorus Strait. This inlet is filled by 2 rivers, and its tip reaches the ancient Byzantine city or Constantinople, extending to the Sarayburnu or Sarayu neighborhood. During the Ottoman period, many immigrants from the Golden Horn Bay came to Turkey, resulting in a mix of Armenian, Greek, Roma and Turkish communities in the area. The tumultuous history of Istanbul's Golden Horn dates back to the 7th millennium BC. Although settlement in this area existed from very ancient times, the Golden Horn began to expand and became an urban area after it was occupied by the Greeks. According to available evidence, Emperor Constantine established an urban area in the Golden Horn to exploit the natural position of this waterway for military and economic purposes. He stationed his navy in this area and built walls along the coastline to protect the city of Constantinople from naval attacks. During the Byzantine Empire, a large chain was stretched across the northern entrance of the Golden Horn, from Constantinople to the old Galata Tower, to prevent enemy ships from entering the area. This chain was broken or bypassed 3 times during the Byzantine reign. The first time was in the 10th century by the Kievan Rus, but the Byzantines were able to defeat them. The second time was in 1204 during the Fourth Crusade, when Venetian ships broke the chain. The third time was in 1453 by Mehmed II, who ordered his fleet to move across the hills and difficult terrain towards the Golden Horn. After a fierce struggle between the Byzantine and Ottoman forces, the region fell into the hands of Mehmed II. During this period, many Jews decided to stay in the city under the new ruler. The famous Leonardo da Vinci proposed a design for a 240-meter bridge over the Golden Horn in 1502, but it was never built. The Golden Horn is a wealthy district in Istanbul, Turkey, filled with tulip gardens and a popular spot for pleasure boats during sunset. This area is known as Süleymaniye of Istanbul. The old neighborhoods of Fener and Balat are home to the Orthodox community, while the Eyüp district is predominantly Muslim. The tomb of Eyüp el-Ensari, a companion of Prophet Muhammad, is located in this region. The Golden Horn got its name because during sunset, the sunlight reflects on the water, creating a golden hue. This reflection was the inspiration for naming this beautiful inlet Golden Horn. Around the bay, you can find old wooden rivers and several old churches and synagogues. The Golden Horn is located on the European side of Istanbul. The Asian and European parts of the region are separated here. The Golden Horn divides the Taksim and Sultanahmet neighborhoods, which has led to cultural differences between the two areas. The Golden Horn is 7.5 kilometers long and 750 meters wide, with the deepest section at 35 meters located near the Bosphorus Strait. The Golden Horn has 4 bridges: Galata Bridge, Ataturk Bridge, Haliç Bridge, and Metro Bridge. Some of the leisure spots around the Golden Horn include Eyüp Mosque, the beautiful Miniaturk Park, the Museum of Small Industries, and more. This bridge is one of the most popular attractions in the unique city of Istanbul. Be sure to visit it and share your thoughts in the comments about this extraordinary bridge. Chain Bridge. A bridge that not only divides a river but also connects 2 cities. The Chain Bridge in Budapest is a gem of 19th century architecture, blending history, beauty, and resilience. Why does this bridge, with all its grandeur, still symbolize resistance and freedom for the people of Budapest? What stories of war, unity, and reconstruction are hidden behind these stones and chains that, even after its opening in 1849, continue to make the city's heartbeat? Join me as we explore this historic masterpiece from a different perspective and uncover its secrets. The Chain Bridge was the first permanent bridge in Budapest. It is 375 meters long and about 16 meters wide. Built in 1849, the bridge connects the 2 parts of the city, Buda and Pest. Before its construction, people had to rely on boats and ferries to cross the Danube and reach the other side of the city. The Chain Bridge plays a vital role in Hungary's economy and culture, and it is often compared to New York's Brooklyn Bridge. The construction of the Chain Bridge has an interesting story. The bridge is named after a Hungarian politician, István Széchenyi. The story goes that after the death of his father, Széchenyi wanted to attend the funeral. However, due to bad weather and a delay in the ferry service, he arrived 5 days late. This event inspired him to propose the idea of building a permanent bridge, turning him into the driving force behind the project. The Chain Bridge has faced destruction multiple times. It was first blown up by the Austrians, and during World War II, it suffered heavy damage at the hands of the Germans. However, it was one of the first structures to be rebuilt after the war and reopened in 1949. In February 2021, the Budapest Transport Centre signed a contract worth 18.8 billion forints to renovate the bridge. The renovation included structural repairs, upgrades to its pathways, and restoration of its historic elements. The project was expected to be completed by the end of 2023. This remarkable structure is 375 meters long, approximately 16 meters wide, and has a span of 202 meters between its towers. It has 2 lanes for vehicle traffic, along with pedestrian pathways on both sides for walking and sightseeing. The name of the bridge comes from its iron chains, and 2 stone lion statues are placed at each end of its towers. The chain bridge was inaugurated in 1849. It was designed by an English engineer, William Tierney Clark, and built under the supervision of a Scottish engineer, Adam Clark. The bridge has played a crucial role in the economic and cultural development of Hungary and continues to be compared to New York's Brooklyn Bridge. The lighting of the bridge has also undergone changes. For most of the year, it now glows in a warm white color thanks to a new energy-efficient system. Previously, the bridge was lit with 1,180 traditional lamps, but now modern LEDs enhance its brilliance. According to the new guidelines, the bridge will only display colorful lighting on national holidays. The Széchenyi Chain Bridge is a suspension bridge over the Danube River, connecting the western and eastern sides of Budapest, the capital of Hungary. It was the first permanent bridge in Budapest. Before its construction, the nearest bridge to cross the Danube was in Vienna, and it was a temporary structure used only during the summer months. In winter, it was dismantled to prevent freezing, and people relied on boats for transportation across the river. At the time of its opening, the chain bridge was the most modern bridge in Europe. Its 2 towers, supported by massive iron chains, were considered a marvel of engineering. The bridge is named after these chains, and one of its most prominent elements is the pair of stone lion statues placed at each end. The construction of the bridge revitalized Hungary's economy and ushered in the golden age of Budapest, transforming it from 2 ordinary towns into a rapidly growing metropolis. The chain bridge also became a symbol of independence and a gathering place for protests, including during the turbulent period of the Iron Curtain's fall in 1989. The bridge, which was still under construction in 1848, survived an attempt by the Austrians to destroy it during Hungary's War of Independence. However, in 1945, near the end of World War II, the Germans demolished it to slow the advance of the Red Army. Remarkably, it was one of the first structures rebuilt after the war and was reopened in 1949. The current bridge is an exact replica of the original. The chain bridge is considered a masterpiece of architecture and engineering. Over a century later, it remains one of the most iconic landmarks of Budapest. As the city's first permanent bridge, it played a vital role in its development and continues to be a major tourist attraction today. Visiting the chain bridge is an unforgettable experience for any traveler to Budapest. Whether during the day with the sunlight glinting off the Danube or at night when the bridge is beautifully illuminated, it offers a unique atmosphere to its visitors. I hope this introduction to the history, design and significance of the chain bridge inspires you to explore this historic landmark and its beautiful city. Share your thoughts about this iconic bridge in the comments. Tower Bridge. The most beautiful bridge in England, which was built on the Thames River and has Gothic architecture, and the construction of the bridge began in 1886 and was completed in 1896, and each of the tongues of the movable bridge is more than 30 meters long and can be opened up to an angle of 86, has the degree. It can be said that Tower Bridge is the most famous and popular movable bridge in London. This bridge consists of 2 parts and opens exactly in the middle. With the help of this bridge, the northern and southern parts of the Thames are connected. The construction of this bridge began in 1886 and it was completed 8 years later in 1894. More than 11,000 tons of steel were used to build this bridge. More than 400 workers worked to build this bridge, and more than 70,000 tons of concrete were poured on the bottom of the Thames River to maintain the foundations of this bridge. The total length of the Tower Bridge is 244 meters, and it is divided into three parts, the largest of these three parts. The section is 61 meters long. Each of the two towers on both sides of the bridge are 65 meters high. In order to prevent the structure of this bridge from collapsing, cars must cross it at a speed of less than 32 km/h. More than 40,000 people cross this bridge every day. To choose the design of this bridge, a big competition was held among designers. Finally, Mr. Horace Jones's design was announced as the final winner of this competition, and it has remained until today. The appearance of the bridge shows that it is an old building, but this bridge is considered a modern structure made of steel. The central part of the bridge, which is opened and is the movable pole of the bridge, rises to 86 degrees. Each of the two parts that are opened from each other weighs 1,000 tons and stays up for 5 minutes. The ships have 5 minutes to pass under the bridge. This bridge has seen many renovations throughout its history. For example, it was in 2000 that a computer system was set up to raise and lower the pyramids of the bridge so that they could control it remotely. In 2008, £4 million were spent on the appearance of Tower Bridge. During this work, the bridge's chocolate colour was changed to blue, white and red, and the lighting of the bridge underwent changes. The authorities at that time decided to make the next changes 25 years later. Also, in 2012, when England hosted the Olympics, Tower Bridge was used for advertising in such a way that the Olympic rings were hung from this bridge to create an interesting view. It is interesting to know that ships must pass through this bridge apply earlier. China and its copies have reached the Tower Bridge, and they have built a bridge similar to it, of course, the Chinese bridge that was built in Suzhou. It does not have the ability to go up and down and has 4 towers. Before the Tower Bridge was built and put into operation, people had to pay a penny to cross the river, and an underground tunnel was used for this. About 70 years ago, a bus was crossing the Tower Bridge when the bridge began to open. The bus driver, who was in the middle of the road, should have slowed down and stopped, but he decided to speed up. A bus was moving at a high speed and fell to the lower floor that had not yet been opened. Perhaps the fact that no one was killed in this incident has made it famous because people still tell this story to each other. Tower Bridge opens almost twice a day. There is this superstition among people that if you happen to see Tower Bridge opening, it will bring good luck. The Tower Bridge is one of the famous bridges of London, and it is known as the symbol of the Thames River. With its construction between 1886 and 1894, this bridge was among the most prominent attractions, and with its beautiful view, it has been featured in countless films, including Mission Impossible, Fast and Furious 6, Bridget Jones's Memoirs, and visitors are allowed to climb the towers of the bridge and even rent the tower rooms for various events. The architecture of this memorable bridge reflects the Victorian Gothic style of the 19th century. The reason for the construction of this bridge was the increase in the population of London in the 19th century, which made the authorities of the City of London think of building a new bridge over the River Thames. And one of the most important and common problems in the construction was that the ability to maintain the stability of the bridge was very difficult and caused blockage of anchorage routes. This bridge also suffered damages during the World War, especially the engines of the Tower Bridge, which were damaged by some operations. One of the engines that were added in recent years for greater security in these parts. It has contributed more to the modernization of the building, although this engine does not have many uses, but it has become a part of this building. Visit this beautiful and amazing tower and enjoy it to the fullest, and comment your opinion about this place.